G'day guys, I'm Captain Deadmeat and welcome back to the continuation of Graveyard Keeper. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. It is actually Christmas Eve as I am recording this. So when you guys actually watch this, it will actually be on Christmas Day, if you of course watch it when it is first released. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas. For those people who celebrate it and for those people who don't celebrate Christmas, I just hope you have a wonderful day. Because why wouldn't you? Oh, we're just going to cut some wood down. Anyway, guys, if you haven't had a chance to see the previous episodes, of course, you can find those on my channel. And if you do want to check those out and you like them, please smack the like button. Don't forget to subscribe because I release brand new content every day. Of course, liking the videos really helps the algorithm. Let the algorithm know that my stuff is worth watching. I certainly hope it is. Let's go. We're just going to collect some wood first. And then we're going to go into the church and see what we can get up to. Oh, hang on. It's nighttime. No, I've got another plan. Now that it's nighttime, I think we've unlocked it. Hang on, let me just check, because I don't want to go all the way over there only to find out that we haven't actually done this. But I think I have unlocked the Gathering Moths section. Now, as far as I know, in order to gather moths, we need to actually just go over and collect flowers over near the lighthouse. Or at least in the field over near the lighthouse. So we're going to go and do that now that it is nighttime. Let's just collect this. Can I collect that flower? Oh, hang on. What can I get rid of? What don't I need? Edible mushrooms. Can I use the edible mushrooms? Yeah. I got a feather. Alright. I got a red flower. Oh, well that didn't give me a moth. Yeah, so apparently all you gotta do is actually just go over and collect moths in the field. Collect flowers in the field. Let's see what happens when we grab this one, eh? Oh, there's a moth! Excellent! Oh god, we got all this garbage. Let's destroy that. Yes. Alright, we got a moth. How many moths do I need to give the fisherman? Fisherman. Merchant, lighthouse keeper. Bring me 6 moths. No. Maybe it's a particular flower. No, I don't want to cut the tree down. Or maybe I'm just collecting moths. So I've got 2. Oh, it's a bishop. How you doing, buddy? What was another moth? What does that make? 4 moths. Awesome. 2 to go. No, stop cutting down trees. Come on, we gotta do this before the sun comes up. I need to find some more flowers. Oh, there's some flowers. Go, 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 go. Another one. Another one. That makes 6. Fantastic. Whew. Alright, well, that means we can go over and see the fishing man. The fishing man was... Well, while we're here, let's just go into the inn. So I did some other research as well. Apparently, the person that is going to give me the stamp is a woman who comes to this bar. You better talk to my husband. No, that's not him. Yeah, so apparently there's a woman who comes to the bar once a week. Problem is, I don't know what day of the week that is, and I don't know what the woman looks like. Is that the woman? Are you... Oh my god, they're everywhere. Goddamn, get out of my way, people. Damn. Alright, we're getting out of here. Oh, that's because it's daytime. Alright, well, the fisherman... Oh, god damn it. Get out of my way. Why do I have a red bar over my head? I don't know. I don't know what the red bar is. Apparently I now have it. Maybe I've been poisoned or something. I don't know. There are so many mechanics in this game I just do not know. what they are, and there's no explanation for them. Or at least, as far as I know, there's no explanation for them. It was down here, wasn't it? Alright. That way. Oh. My bad. I just dropped my controller. Apparently I wasn't paying attention. Fishing man, fishing man, fishing man. Hey, fishy boy. Lighthouse keeper. I have the moths for you. Ha! Looks like now you're officially one of us. I'll be glad to buy any fish you catch. And as you prove yourself, I'll sell you a nicer rod. I'd like to learn how to cook fish. Can you show me how to do it? You can always just grill it, but personally, I like to slice it and fry the slices in oil. Then just pop fish sticks in your mouth. Awesome. I can create fish nuggets. And you know what else? When you eat fish, you start to think like a fish. All good fishermen always eat a lot of fish. Trade. Alright, well, he gave me a simple fishing rod. I can buy a frog. I want to buy a frog. Can I have a frog? I want a frog, man. Quality fish fillets. Hang on, maybe we should just go. Hang on, is he going to teach me how to fish, or do I automatically now know how to fish? Maybe I should just go fishing. Where does one go fishing? Let's go down here. Is there a little pier down here I can fish off into the ocean? I seem to remember there being something. Nah, this kind of looks like rocky cliffs, doesn't it? Nope. Ah. I'll have to go back the other way. There was a dam just in the village. We can probably fish there. Let's try that. Let's go this way. Mind you, I've still got to figure out how the actual fishing mechanics work. But I'm sure it'll teach me. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Ugh. Get off. Yeah, let's keep going this way. Let's go down onto the beach. Hey, nice little pier. Here we go. Can I fish off this? Nope. Okay, so that pier is obviously for something else. Maybe there's a boat that comes eventually. It's an anthill. Alright, let's go back to town. And from there we can do some fishing. Do some fishing. Some fishing. What's up here? Oh, that was the caravan of crazy men over here. Let's see what this crazy man wants. Bring me 4 silver star fish fillets. The old gypsy baron, eh? Alright. Where was that lake? Is it actually on the map? Where would we be? That's the village. The camp. Right, yeah, okay, so it is. Down the road and down the side. Ah, there it is. I found it. Alright. Fish. Start casting. Fish. Do I catch anything? Oh yeah, I think I got a good chance. Here we go. Okay. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so I cast it in. And when it goes blop, then I'm winding something? Am I supposed to be doing something? No. Fishing is eluding me. I thought he said he was going to teach me how to fish. The fishing man lied to me. Alright, well, let's go back the other way. Look out, people, I'm coming through. Well, maybe that's the woman. Excuse me, lady, do you have a meat stamp? Meat stamp? Meat stamp? No. Yeah, you're not in a good mood. You're never in a good mood. Not my lucky day. Yep, right, gotcha. That was a friar. Hello, friar. Well, there are two women here. Hello, women. No, you don't want to talk to me, and you're the wife of the owner. Alright, well, I'm leaving. Wow, look at people everywhere. Run, villagers, run! Yeah, there was a secret door here, wasn't there? Haha. I've forgotten where this goes. Where the hell are we? I have no idea where we are. Let's go this way. Alright, so I need wood beam, wood wedges, simple iron. 1, 10, and 4 I've already got. This gate is locked. Looks like I need a key to open it. Hang on. Didn't I have a key? I did have a key. Oh god, what have I done with the key? Okay, here we go. We're going on a little adventure, guys. And that little adventure is called Where the Hell Did I Put the Key? Yeah. It was in a box somewhere. Is it in this box? No. I don't even know where this goes. Let's go up here. I think this might be my house. Yeah, it is. Alright. No key in there. No key in there. No key in there. Let's go back to the church. Maybe, maybe I'll put it in. Is there a chest in here? I don't think there is there? Squidgy man. Nah. You stay there, Jerry. Alright. No, they're just headstones. Something must be down in here somewhere. Aha! Key. Awesome. Alright, so I've got the key. Now, I can't get through there. But I can go the other way. Right. So, I've got to go back to the house. Back down again. Around the corner. Have a chat with that dude. Whose name was Snake? I want to say Snake. I don't know why that rings a bell. But I think that's what his name was. Let's find out. We're on a mission here. We know what we're doing. Come on. Run. Move faster. Alright, here we go. Down the trapdoor. This way. He ducks, he weaves. Down the corridor. Run faster, old man. You'll never get home to your missus. Alright. Hold still! Who are you? I'm the graveyard creeper and prior to this church. Mind your business. I have a dagger, and I'll gladly use it. Yo, I've got a sword, dude. Try to convince him try to threaten him. Give him the key. I've got the key. I'm going to try and threaten him. You may have a dagger, but I have a sword. Oh, okay. But you should know that I fight like a beast to the death. Ah, I am ready to die, are you? On one hand, he looks dangerous, but on the other hand, I'm definitely not ready to become a murderer yet. I won't fight you, but stay away from my property here. Ah, I have no use for rotten flesh and old books. Huh. Okay, he wasn't here before. Maybe he's here at a particular time. Is he in our list? Yeah, Snake. Seems dangerous. You can get why everyone calls him Snake. Alright. Alright, let's go and sleep. And then maybe come back. And see if he's gone. He might be gone by that stage. Alright. Quick snooze. Awesome. Alright. Now let's go back down. See if he's still there. Because he wasn't there last time. Oh, there he is. Quick, hide. You'll never see me. I'm running. Alright, here we go. Oh. Looks like it needs a key. I've got a bloody key, don't I? Keeper's key. Study not complete. Okay. So apparently I have to unlock something. I have no idea what I need to unlock. This is an interesting, perplexing question. What do I need to unlock in order to get there? One would think it'd probably be under theology. Church bench. Oh, I can build a church bench. Let's unlock that. Okay, so it looks like there must be something I need to unlock first. Stone shrine, soft couches, incense. Not in the writing, maybe? Printing press. Okay, apparently we can make printing presses. That's beehives and things. That's all gardening. So it's unlikely to be that. Rules for burning. Is there like a lock picking? No, that's cookery. Smithing. Alright, well apparently that will that will present itself to us later. Apparently I can't speak good English, but we did just get the blueprints to build benches for our church. Well, that's cool. So let's go and check out how one goes and builds some benches for our church. We start building more benches, because if we build more benches, more people will come, and we'll get more faith. And that's a good thing. More people will come, more money. More money, better church. Then we can make flyers. And then we can join the Inquisitor. And then, I don't know. haven't got that far yet. We need wood planks, nails. Alright. Oh, how many wood planks do we need? 6. Let's make a couple of benches, eh? I like the sound of that. Let's do this. Donkey's still waiting for us. Happily. Or maybe not happily, but he's certainly still waiting for us. No, I need that one. Wood planks. Craft 3 of those. Look at that. I am full of stuff. So let's move the glass. Right, yeah, that should keep me busy. We'll make some more nails. Oh, no, it's stone. Just because that way we've got enough. Alright, let's go and make some wood benches, eh? Make our church look nice and spiffy. What? Yeah, wood planks. Oh, I only made 3. What? I thought I had far more than that. Wood planks, 3. Okay. See, this is one of the problems with the game. So I can't just look up what I need to. Which means I've got to memorize it and go back. And if I make a mistake, then I'm going to have to walk all the way back again and build it again. It's a pain in the butt. Alright, 3, 6. There you go. Let's make some more flinch. Crafting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually going to be the last episode that I do of Graveyard Keeper. I always said at the beginning of the game that sooner or later we would get to a point where we're just grinding through the game. Chances are we won't finish the game because the game is actually quite long. There are reports of the game being anywhere from 80 to 100 hours worth of grinding in the game. I suppose it would depend on how well you maximize your crafting, things like that. But I thought rather than just ending the series, this might be a good chance for us to actually look at the game and decide whether or not it is a good game or a bad game, what we like about it and what we don't like about it. So, of course, let's discuss some of that. The concept of the game, the idea of the story of this man... Whoops, I accidentally woke up. My apologies. Of a man having to run a graveyard in a fantasy setting is actually a really, really cool idea. Most of these type of management games usually revolve around running a farm or running animals, things like that. So the idea that you're running a graveyard is a nice, new, and interesting idea. I actually really like it. It's what actually attracted me to the game in the first place when I first read the synopsis for the game. I like the fact that it is a little bit quirky, that there is... Each of the characters has a little bit of a strange side to them. Makes entertaining, makes me want to actually communicate with the NPCs to see what they're up to. Have I got enough to build all of them? Awesome. Alright. Do I have to build them as well, or they just... Oh, they just get placed. Nice! Alright, so the quality of our church now is 9. Nice one. Start prayer. Yeah, okay, we'll come to that. Yeah, so I like the fact that there is this nice little fun things to explore and interestingly, to discover the setting of the game. For the most part, the mechanics are fine. The building and that is similar to a lot of the other building resource management type games. I think maybe that there's a little bit too much. Yes, we've got the red, the green, and the blue points, but we then also have our faith points and things like that for our church and things like that, making it. I think it's just making it more and more difficult. We're just getting to the point where there's just so much to learn this kind of game, and that's the biggest problem. Is the learning curve on this game. The fact that there isn't really any tutorials and to teach you how to get your way through this game, that it's all just a trial and error side of the game. And I think that's the hardest point. If I hadn't of actually Googled things on how to do certain things, I'd have no idea how to do how to keep this game moving. And I think that would probably frustrate a lot of people. I think there'd probably be a lot of people out there who didn't Google how to do things and were just trying to make their way through the game that would probably give up on the game fairly quickly. A lot of people nowadays, especially with so many good games out there, get to a point in a game where they get stuck and they get frustrated and they just give up. And they just put the game aside and think, oh, I'll come back to it another time and when I can be bothered figuring it out. And they never return to the game. God knows, I've done the same thing. So the fact that there is no real way to learn how to do certain things would make the game a little more difficult especially for a younger audience to pick up. Having said that, there are tutorials on how to do things, and you can find those. The problem is that none of these tutorials talk about any form of order to things, like where do I go next in order to do things. And that's the biggest problem with the storyline, is that once you get through the initial idea of the story of you being stuck in this medieval land where you have to run a graveyard, you're pretty much left to your own accord, which means that yes, it encourages you to explore and things like that, but it doesn't tell you where you need to go, and that becomes a little bit of an issue. The idea that this train of tasks that you need to do in order to achieve something, like for example, in order to unlock the left side of the graveyard, I need to get permission from the Inquisitor. In order to get permission from the Inquisitor, I need to create the flyers. In order to get the flyers, I need to unlock a certain area. And then I need to upgrade a certain system. And in order to do that, I needed blue points. In order to do that, I needed... The fact that you have this train of things is perfectly fine. And that makes sense. Although I think sometimes it's that's a little bit too much. It'd be okay if there were 3 steps or 4 steps, but sometimes there are 5 or 6 steps to this. It just gets a little bit much. But having that makes it difficult, especially because you can't have a menu system constantly open. That you have to keep jumping from menu system to menu system and trying to figure out what's next on the agenda. And that would be perfectly fine, I would think, if you were playing this game normally. If you were sitting down and playing this game at 8 hours at a time, like most gamers would, doing this would probably be perfectly fine, because you'd get into a rhythm and you'd learn, okay, well, then the next step I need to do is this, and then the next step I need to do is this, and so on and so on. But when I'm doing something like this, where I am doing it in small chunks for you guys, it's a lot harder for me to then come back into it and remember what needs to come next. So that becomes a little bit of an issue, I think. And so I think that would depend on what kind of gamer are you. Are you the kind of gamer that plays the game at large chunks, sit down on a weekend on a Sunday or something and just play for 12 hours? Or are you the kind of person who just picks it up for a couple of hours after work, something like that? And I think that would be a real decider on whether or not you would actually enjoy this game. And again, as I said, if you weren't enjoying the game, chances are you probably put it down and you probably wouldn't pick it up again. The sound of this game, I actually really like. I think the sound effects are very simple, but even from just listening to them, I immediately know exactly what I'm doing. The music, I will admit, after a while, got a little bit annoying. It's the same tune over and over and over. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, I know that there are fishing points, yes. Hold. Here we go. Oh, there's nothing to catch here. That's fine. Whatever. We're moving on. Yeah, I found that the music became a little bit repetitive, but because I'm talking to you guys after a while, I don't notice it. Just, you know, I mean, it's not bad music. It's just very simple. I would have liked there to be a little more additions to the types of music that are available. Maybe just to set particular scenes as well. And maybe there is further down the track. Oh, some honey. What can we dump? Let's dump that. Or we just eat it. It's fine. One of the characters actually needed honey, didn't they? Or have we done that? Okay, so that's the other thing too. This list of NPCs and things is really, really nice. Having the tasks that they need doing, you know, bring him an iron axe, blah, 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 things like that. But what would be really nice is if you could give me what would happen if I give him an iron axe. If I give the iron axe to the woodcutter, he will then teach me how to build a diamond axe. I mean, okay, yeah, that's a Minecraft reference, but that idea, so that I can look down this list and say, okay, I know that the next thing I need to do is I need to please the bishop. So in order to please the bishop, I now have to do this task and this task and this task. So it'd be nice if you had that access as well. Okay, this menu system here, there's too much. There's so many menus within menus here that it just gets really confusing. And I constantly found myself flicking backwards and forwards. At the beginning, when I started playing through with you guys, I showed everything so that you guys could get an idea of just how much there was. But I found that even as I started to go through the edits, later on, I actually started to cut out large sections of me constantly going through this menu system and checking and saying, okay, so in order for that, I need this. In order for this, I need that, and so on and so on. And again, as I said, it is annoying because sometimes something in one menu system is in reference to another menu system, and you have to keep flicking backwards and forwards between them, and you can't have them both open at the same time, so you can't compare the two together. And that I found to be really annoying. This is the kind of game that you would have to sit down with a pen and paper and just plot things out sometimes, I think. The map. Look, as much as I've explored certain parts of it, there's not a lot to the map. But I suppose that's not necessarily a bad thing. The map is fairly well engineered to the point where I had a fairly good idea where I was on the map at all times. And I think that was a good thing. Too often nowadays I find that games can be so detailed. I mean, maybe not a game like this, but certainly a game... Oh, the bats. Yeah, take that, bats. Oh yeah, I get some bat wings. Oh, I need bat wings, don't I? Too often there are, especially with like really large, big games, the maps are so big that you just end up getting completely and utterly lost in them, and you constantly have to refer back to it and try and figure out where you are and things like that. Yeah, come here, bat wings. I need the bat wings for making paper. What was it, bearskin paper, I think it was? Oh, I'm running out of energy. So yeah, so the fact that the menu system was... oh god, I don't have enough energy, they're going to attack me, oh run! The fact that, yeah, there was enough that you were able to find exactly where you were on the map. Made it actually really interesting, made it really easy to move around the map all the time. Oh. That was a bit of a glitch. Alright, so let's talk about the graphic side of things. Most of the time, the game works fairly well and runs fairly smoothly. I had 2 instances one like that where the game just really glitches for some reason. Just seems to be cycling through something and just holds up itself. I mean, it's not even as if you're going from an inside room to an outside room. Sometimes it just seems to be on outside areas that it seems to happen. I don't know why. In one instance, I was in the menu system and the whole thing just crashed and just locked up my PlayStation completely. To the point where I had to reboot the whole thing, which is a bit of a shame. But otherwise, I've had no real problems with the game. What else can I say about the game? Would I recommend the game to anyone? If you like this kind of management game, where you sit down and figure out this system of what comes before what else you need to harvest and things like that, then absolutely, this would be a great game for those kind of people, especially for somebody who is used to playing management games that are more farm-based and things like that. This would be a really nice change of pace. Oh, hello, Mr. Bishop. No, you're in the Inquisitor, man. I haven't got your flyers yet, and I don't have your firework. I'm leaving. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, so as I said, this would certainly be something that you could actually absolutely recommend to somebody like that, somebody that actually really, really enjoys this kind of game. To a casual player, I would suggest they stay well away from this game. You'll spend your money on it, you'll play it for a couple of hours, and you'll get completely and utterly bored with it, or you won't be able to figure out what to do next, and you'll give up and you won't bother playing the game anymore. Oh, there's a grave here. There's a body here too. Should probably dig that up at some stage. Hey, farmer man. It's Miller. I'm so tired without any work to do. Yeah, I'm leaving. So yes, as I said, I would absolutely recommend this. But yes, this game definitely comes with a warning. A warning that it is a steep learning curve with lots of issues that could probably be fixed in the game if there was some sort of patch. You could probably have the Jerry give you more advice and things like that. Or even just a pop-up menu that just, having a helping hint that gives you suggestions if you ask for them. If you get to a point where you're stuck and you're just like, well, what do I do next? Being able to ask and say, where should I go next? Or what do you recommend next? Or something like that. Or where can I find this? Things like that. Having said that, the internet is filled with plenty of hints. And God knows I used a lot of them. There was definitely some Reddit comments and stuff that I actually read in order to find out how to do certain things. God knows how they managed to figure it out, whether they too read comments or whether or not they actually figured it out for themselves. But yeah, it is definitely something that requires you to put a lot of time and effort into to actually figure out the game itself. But anyway, guys, apart from that, I actually had a lot of fun playing this game. I'm glad that I bought it. In fact, at the moment, if you check, it is actually fairly cheap on the PlayStation Store. I think it's on sale at the moment for about $10. So if you're actually interested in this game, now's probably a good time to actually pick it up for $10. You know what? For $10, you'd probably get your money's worth out of it for $10. If as I said, if this is the kind of game that you actually really, really enjoy. If not, suggest you stay away. Maybe try something else. There are plenty of other things that I've played on my channel that maybe you might be interested in as well. Might be worth checking out some of those. And if not, then I'm sure you can find something else, because there are always plenty of games out there. And having said that, I am looking for suggestions on other games that you would like me to try. With the new year coming, I am looking to make more and more content, especially now that I will also be live streaming on Twitch as well. And so a game like this on Twitch would actually be really, really good, because at least then I would be able to communicate with you guys and say, hey guys, I'm having troubles figuring out X. Can you tell me how to learn how to fish or something like that? And that way we would have that interaction rather than me just saying, okay guys, let's leave the episode here and I'm going to go and Google it and try and figure out how to actually do this. I wonder if I can carry this all the way back home. But anyway, yes, so as I said, I am always looking for suggestions. I will pretty much try any game once. I'm not too good on the horror games, but that's not because I'm bad at the game. I just get really scared. I tried playing Resident Evil the other day, the new Resident Evil 2, and it scared the living bejeebers out of me. But I kind of like them still anyway. I have a weird fascination with them. That's a discussion for another day. Oh, that's the... Oh, can we talk to him? Hey. Yeah, I know. You need the papers from the church. Oh, my God. See, and that's the other thing, too. The NPCs don't repeat the task or anything. They just say, yep, no, I need you to do this, I need you to do this. So if you forget where, for example, the... hey, I wonder if I can go with the Inquisitor through here. I wonder if you'll let me. If you've forgotten that you need the papers for the astrologer man, and where to find those. Oh, damn, I can't actually. Oh. If you've forgotten where he said you can find those papers, you can't just go and have a chat with him again and he'll tell you. You literally have to go and look it up online. So it'd be nice if you could actually talk to him again and say, hey, remember you've got to go and get the papers from deep in the underground under the church or something like that. But as I said, like, this game has its faults. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Graveyard Keeper. I certainly had a blast playing it. And as I said, if you have any suggestions on what you would like me to play next, please don't forget to leave it in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time, guys, thank you very much. And don't forget to respawn.